Hey everyone, it's me, Terry of the Yarnjoy podcast. Welcome back to another edition of Movie and Stitch. So today is Movie and Stitch edition for the letter U. Okay, so the movie that I watched for the letter U, that begins with the letter U, is called The Ultimate Gift, because we're not counting the word "the" in the title. Okay, so The Ultimate Gift was a movie that was made in 2006. I'm looking down here at imdb.com to give me some information about it. Okay, so it was filmed, or it came out in 2006, okay? So here is a good plot summary that I thought was very well written. So, let me find that one. Okay, this one. Okay, there's like several people that like wrote plot summaries that's listed on this website, and so I read through them, and this one I think is a really good summary. So let me read you this one, okay? After the death of the oil tycoon Howard "Red" Stevens, so his nickname was Red, okay, his greedy family is gathered in the office of his lawyer partner and friend, Mr. Hamilton, and his associate, Miss Hastings, for the reading of the will. For his reckless and selfish grandson, Jason Stevens, who hated him, Red assigns 12 apparently simple tasks that he called gifts of work, money, friends, learning, problems, family, laughter, dreams, giving, gratitude, a day, and loving love, challenging the playboy Jason to a journey of discoveries. When he meets the leukemic girl Emily and her mother Alexia, Jason changes his perspective of life and money, superseding the expectations of Red, improving and becoming a better man, and receiving the ultimate gift from his wise grandfather. Okay. So I really enjoyed it. There's kind of a sad point in it, and I don't normally like to watch movies that have any type of sad plots to it, but I was having such a hard time finding a movie that started with the letter U that was not like super like scary or violent or something. And so this is the one I decided to go ahead and watch. Okay, so it is available on Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, it is available free on Amazon Prime. I also found it on I think it was peacocktv.com. I think that's what it was. It was either that one or Tubi TV, because I looked several different places looking for movies. So, okay, let's see. Let's see more information here. It was an hour and 54 minutes long. Okay, now the stars that are in the movie, the main ones are Drew Fuller, and if you have ever seen the show, it was a series called Army Wives. He was in that show. Okay, so Drew Fuller, he plays the grandson, okay? James Garner of the Rockford Files, if you're that old like me, he played the grandfather, okay? Abigail Breslin, she played the little girl, Emily. Bill Cobbs played Mr. Hamilton. I remember him from Night in the Museum, if you saw that movie. He was one of the old guys. Lee Merriweather, Miss Hastings, okay? So that was the main, I mean, there was lots of other stars, but those were the ones that I recognized, okay? From other, that I recognized from other things. Okay, so what else can I say about it? I really enjoyed it. It's one of those movies that's kind of reminding you not to take so many things for granted, and there's lessons to learn in life, and to not forget to remember others and be compassionate toward others. Yeah, it was good. It was good. In fact, I discovered this is kind of like a trilogy, because there's three movies that all have kind of the same characters. Now, this Andrew Fuller, who played the grandson, because, okay, so since I watched the first one, there's another one that's called The Ultimate Life, and I watched that one. This is like sequel, you know, like number 2, and that one had the same characters, but the character that played the grandson, which is Jason, he was not played by Andrew Fuller anymore. He was played by a different actor. I didn't look up who that was. But then, like, the woman that played Alexia, she was the same actress. And then, of course, Mr. Hamilton, which was the lawyer, he was the same. And the secretary, she was the same. So there was a few of the actors that were the same, okay? So I watched that one, and that one was good also. And then there's a number 3 called The Ultimate Legacy. And I haven't watched that, but I'm sure I will probably watch it. I know I saw all 3 of them available, not on Amazon. That first one, the one I watched, Ultimate Gift, is on Amazon. The other 2, number 2 and number 3, they're either on Peacock TV. I think it was Peacock, because that one, there's an option on there that you can see all the movies available in alphabetical order, which is great. And then, so you just scroll down to what letter you're looking for, and you can see what movies are available on there. And that was under the U's. And so I think that's what it was on. I think. If it's not there, then it's on Tubi TV. Anyway, so I'll probably go ahead and watch that third one also. Okay, so for my project, all this year that I'm working on this Movie and Stitch, I've been working on this Granny Stitch project. It's going to be a big lap blanket, I guess, or couch, you know, sofa blanket to cover up with when you're watching TV. And so, I'm doing, it's a Granny Stitch in stripes, okay, but I'm making it a rectangle. And each movie that I watch, I pick out 4 colors that kind of represents that movie somehow. And those 4 colors, I do 1 stripe of that particular color, okay? And then I separate by rows of a charcoal gray and a single crochet stitch, you know, between to separate between the movies, okay? So here is my, it's really big. So here is my progress. I can't even lift it up without hitting the fan up there with my hands. But, see? It's really nice. And so this is from A down here, way down here, the letter A, all the way to the letter U, okay? And the width is about my wingspan, okay? So let me bring it up here close so then you can see, and I can talk about the colors that I put in for this movie, okay? So here is the section right there, these top 4. For this movie, The Ultimate Gift, yeah. Okay, so the bottom one is a lilac color, and I put that in there because the little girl, one of the first, I think it's like the first time you see the little girl in the movie, she's in the park, and she's wearing a and she's carrying an umbrella. And she's wearing a kind of a lilac color, and she must like purple. So, because she was wearing kind of a purplish outfit, but then her umbrella or parasol umbrella was this light lilac color, light purple. Okay, so that's what represents that. Okay, now I put this black sparkly in there because she wears this little, it's like a beanie, and the beanie has this wide band, like cuff, you know, around the bottom of the beanie, and the beanie's black, but then that cuff that's around the bottom of her hat, that part, is got, sequins on it, so it makes it sparkly. And so that's why I use this black sparkly yarn, okay? And then, and I don't know what it is because this was part of some yarn that I got, was given to me in a while back when I got a bunch of yarn from one of my friend's grandmother, if you remember that. And there was a ball of this black sparkly stuff in there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if that's Karen Simply Soft, that is that party. It might be, I'm not sure, but it's black sparkly. It's got a silver thread running through it. Okay, and then this down here, that's, I love this yarn. No, Yarn Bee Mini Maker is a little small skein that I have, was given to me, okay? Okay, and then I used red because the grandfather's nickname was Red, plus he was wearing a red shirt. Now, the only time that you see him, which is James Garner, okay, that character, the only time you see him is supposedly he makes this video that where he talks to Jason to tell him different things that he needs to do and whether or not he passes the tests and all that. Well, it was all like supposedly videotaped ahead of time, like before he was going to pass away. And so then when he passed away, then these videos were available to the ones that were included in the will. Okay, and so he is sitting there in this chair and he's got this red shirt on. Well, it's not really this red, it's kind of a brick red color, but since his nickname was Red, I went ahead and used just I don't know, cherry red or something like that. Red Heart Super Saver. Okay, and then this top one is kind of a medium muted yellow, and that is, I think, cornmeal, maybe. Red Heart Super Saver, maybe, I'm not sure. But anyway, the reason I put that on there is because the grandson has this car that's, it's like a classic muscle car, I guess you'd say, convertible. I think, was it convertible? I think it was a convertible. Anyway, it was like a classic car, and it was painted this yellow color. Okay, so that is the colors I picked out for that movie. Okay, and so, now, let me put this here. The movie that I've decided to do for the letter V, can you believe it? We're on V, so we're like right toward the end of this project. So the movie that I picked for letter, it was the same way. I looked through all these movies that start with the letter V, and somebody has suggested the Julie Andrews movie. I think it's a musical called Victor Victoria. I've never seen that. I kind of remember maybe a little bit about it, but I've never seen the movie. So I did look it up, and I couldn't find it for free anywhere streaming. And so I was just looking through V movies, you know, through either Peacock TV, Netflix, you know, Amazon Prime, all these different ones that I have. And the only thing that I could find that was for the letter V was like scary stuff, like vampires or Venom, or, you know, a lot of it was just scary, violent. I guess because it's October now, and so there's more scary movies and things that are out available to watch because of Halloween, getting close to Halloween. So, anyway, I finally found a V movie that I've decided that's what one I'm going to watch, and it's on Disney Plus, and it's called Valiant, and it is a movie about, it's kind of, I'm thinking, now I did see this, I think, a long time ago, but I think it's kind of like Disney's attempt to compete with Chicken Run, because Chicken Run, I believe, is not Disney, right? I think it's, DreamWorks. I had to think about it a minute. So I think this was Disney's version of Chicken Run. So anyway, it's called Valiant. It's about a bunch of homing pigeons or carrier pigeons, I think, something like that. So anyway, that's what I'm going to watch because it starts with the letter V, and since it's an animated feature, it should be quite colorful, and I should have no trouble picking colors out for it. Okay, so for the rest of the letters, I'm trying to remember. I'll have to figure out one for W. I have a few ideas, and I don't think it's going to be hard to find something for W. And then I've already got an X one waiting for me. I've been holding on to it. I purchased it, but I haven't watched it yet. Been hanging on to it all this time until I get to the letter X. And so that one is already planned. And then you'll have to watch the video, though. I'm not going to tell you. And so X, Y, I think I have an idea for Y, and then Z, got that one covered too. So Oh my goodness, I can't believe this is getting down to the end of the alphabet. And my blanket is going to be so nice and squishy, especially when I wash it. Because, you know, you wash it and it'll soften up, because a lot of what I used is Red Heart Super Saver. And sometimes it is on the stiffer side until you wash it. And so I'm sure this is going to be a nice cozy blanket for Teddy and I, because if I'm on the couch, he's there with me. And so it's going to be great when the weather is cold. Okay, I think that is it for the day. This is midweek for me. I'm hoping you're having a wonderful week. Our temperatures have been a little cooler, which is great. That's always a good relief after going through such a hot summer, at least for us. So anyway, come back tomorrow and we will do another episode of Yarnjoy podcast, and you can check out to see what else I've been working on this week. And then next Wednesday will be another Stitch Your Library episode, and so you can see how much I've gotten done on that project. Okay guys, I'm going to go and we'll talk to you later. See you in the next video. Bye!